Cheers.
You nearly missed eye contact then.
The
We all know what that means.
Don't think we need to be going about that, mate.
Guys, it's New Year's Eve.
It is.
We're here.
December 31st.
Just gonna do a little get ready with us.
Yeah, oh gosh.
Is that new?
No, this is old.
Oh.
I got this for graduation. So if any of you wanted to know from that graduation vid what makeup I'm using, the MAC. No, literally no one cares, and I'm acting like I'm a makeup artist and I'm literally not. But if you do care, MAC Studio Fix Fluid in the shade NC42, which is too dark for me now because I'm pale because it's winter.
Because I'm a pale girl.
Ready for a holiday. I've not been I mean, this is such like a privileged thing to say. Not been on holiday abroad since 2019.
Gosh, are you okay?
How will I survive? How will I survive?
Wait, oh, to be fair, that is quite long.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's not. Some people literally have never been abroad. I'm very lucky to have been able to go overseas on holiday. But it would be nice, you know, these things.
Exactly.
Little luxuries.
2021 was the year that we got into a bad habit of getting acrylics.
Bad habits lead to
It all started with graduation when we went and got our nails done.
Mm.
And then next time we went back, we somehow convinced ourselves that getting another pair of acrylics rather than paying to have them taken off was cheaper.
No, we didn't
well,
say
not
it was
cheaper, but like
a better use of money.
Better value for money. I mean,
which to some extent I can see my logic because I'm like, okay, either way I'm paying money. I either pay money and come out with grotty nails that are boring.
Yeah, but you.
Or I pay money and have a lovely new set of nails.
Yeah, but
yes,
the
it's
difference...
a bit more, but it's still you're paying money either way. That was my logic going in. I was
no, because if you had that logic, then it would be like, why would I get a car that costs 400 if I could get a car that costs 10 grand? Because it's nicer.
And either way, I'm spending money.
I have to say, I'm paying to have these taken off. As in, I'm not taking them off myself.
Oh gosh, guys, we tried doing it at home. It took us about 2 hours. My nails felt like they were freezing in some sort of chemical acid.
We would put our nails in this chemical.
And we would use these shot glasses.
It was,
they're
what's
ruined.
it called? Like deep ice?
Acetone.
No, but like, you know, when
it was like dry
evaporates.
ice.
Yeah, dry ice.
And it was like this horrible, weird sensation. Maybe we were just doing it wrong because I know loads of people do it at home and it's fine. But honestly, we were genuinely there for 2 hours. Scraping, and you go in the salon and they do it in 15 minutes. So I don't really know what was going on there because you could literally go into a nail salon and they would do it in 15 minutes.
Anyway, the acrylic life it's caused a bit of stress, but on the whole I've thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Any outfit immediately put together, all your nails look the same.
Any day you just feel like at least I may feel like an absolute slug, but at least I've got good nails, you know?
Literally. Oh,
comment below if you're an acrylic.
A lot of people are, and a lot of people aren't.
Acrylic wearer. What is the? I just didn't think I'd ever be one of those kind of people.
I mean, I feel like you've always had that part of you.
I've always had that. Do you know what though? It's really funny. I feel like I literally have like 2 personas. It's either like I am actually a boy and like really just like. No, I feel like I'm either like really just like, oh, I don't like, I just look
like
awful.
slap a beanie on, pair of trackies.
Yeah, or it's like glam Soph, we call her.
And glam Soph, I have to say, is glam.
Also, 2021, the year that we got into the whole hair extensions.
Oh yes, Soph's had hair extension. Not we, you.
Oh yeah, me. You'll be next, 2022.
No.
We did lash perming.
Oh yeah, no, we did do that actually. That was really good.
Again, it's just an immediate, I've not got mascara on, but I feel a bit more like put together.
Exactly.
The thing is though, I know some people maybe have different opinions on things like that. It's a waste of money, it's your fake. I don't know, some people may, no, genuinely, some people may go as extremes to be like, oh, it's fake. I personally view it as expression of personality through makeup, beauty and clothing.
I see it like more as self-care.
No, but like when I do my big extension ponytail,
okay, yeah,
that's just an expression of like fun. I find it.
Yeah, I love that.
And it's supporting small businesses. Go onto the high street, little hair shop. Shop small, guys. Honestly.
Shop small.
I'm
shop
helping businesses.
Anyway, guys, we Knew we were going to be getting ready for New Year's tonight, so we thought we would ask you guys for a few little questions.
Wait, I've got a question before we go into those.
Oh, okay.
New Year related.
Right.
Pretty simple. What has been your highlight or favourite memory from this year?
My favourite memory?
I know mine, but it's only because I already had this conversation with my family.
Okay, you go then.
So, well, it's more than one, but mine is getting baptised.
Oh, yeah, come on.
1, 2, when we went to the Peak District.
Yeah, that is what first came to my mind.
That was a lovely time.
Mm-hmm.
And 3, I said, doing the kids club at church.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Oh,
part of
you
church.
loved that.
Yeah, it was so
What was
fun.
it, 4 weeks?
4 weeks in the summer, Monday to Thursday, and we would have all these kids come from like central Birmingham, and we'd essentially just like entertain them and play games with them all morning through till lunch. They'd have lunch, then they'd go home in the afternoon. But it was, it was
fun.
like hard work, like especially in the summer when I guess some people are like winding down.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you're
yeah.
having to get there at 7:30 in the morning. But honestly, it was so fun. It was so worth it. Like the kids were just amazing. It was a real privilege to get to do that.
I love that. Yeah, I have to say you did come alive.
Come alive, come alive.
I would say mine, well, the first thing that came to mind, yeah, was the Peak District. Because that was just... Me and Soph went to the Peak District for like...
Only like 4 days.
Yeah, 4 days. It was like, you might remember, guys, we uploaded loads of stories on Instagram being like, anyone have an Airbnb? Because it was quite last minute.
At one point we were going to Ireland, at one point we were going to Manchester, like in this... Yeah, it was Sheffield.
And then we found this little Airbnb right in the centre of the Peak District.
Oh, it was ideal.
And it was just so fun. I loved it. One moment, my favourite moment of that trip was when we went in this waterfall. We were going on like a big long walk, and we had like our swimming costumes underneath because we'd heard there was like this wild pool. Oh yeah, we were trying to get to a wild pool. It was so far, and we got like we could see it in the distance.
That pool, yeah.
And then we just gave up, and then we were walking back.
But preface, we weren't being lazy. We'd already been on like a 3-hour walk up this Jacob's Ladder. If anyone's been there, it's like literally an ascent. It's like okay, yeah, you've maybe only walked 5k, but it's like
that's the thing.
walking.
Yeah, it's not the distance, it's like the...
So it wasn't just like, oh, can't be bothered. We'd already been walking for 3 hours to get to the top of the mountain, and then it was on the top of like not mountain.
Yeah. And anyway, when we walked back down, there was a waterfall, so we just... Well, it was actually me, which is also quite like... I find like cold water just... I can't do it. But like
So
I was
I
was just so adamant that I was going in this waterfall. Like I told myself I was going in a waterfall. So I just went in it, and then Soph joined. And it was just one of those moments where it was ice cold and we were like putting our head back into it.
Yeah.
But it was just so fun. It was so funny. So that is...
It's like, it's cold. It was like so cold, it's like I'm getting brain freeze.
Yeah.
That kind of cold.
But it was like, this is living.
This is living.
This is living now. So yeah, there were definitely, I mean, I feel like there were probably other things, but that's what initially comes to mind.
I feel like, to be fair, I'd say my birthday and I'd say both of our birthdays.
Oh yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
You saw both of those because we did vlogs.
We did vlog both of them. Check them out. Okay, well, someone's asked, which is, I guess, the counterpart of what we've just answered. Yeah. What has been the hardest thing you've experienced in 2021? And guys, there has been highs and lows throughout this year. Some deep lows, but we are gonna do a video at some point, aren't we? About some of our struggles.
Yeah, I think this year has been a year of a lot of self-discovery, learning, going through, like, I think just a year of like going through stuff, but also feeling like it's for good purposes.
Yeah.
And therefore I think like we want to properly answer this question.
Yeah.
Like we've already talked about like how we do want to film and like go into more stuff of more of the stuff and we've got plans for it, so don't worry, you will be hearing about the hardships.
Yeah, and I think, like you were just saying, I think basically prior to this year, neither of us had really gone through like a prolonged season of like
difficulty.
Difficulty, or like battling a bit more with like your mind and all of that kind of thing. So it's definitely been, like you say, a year of growth. But like you have to go through like hard stuff to grow, you know? So more on that coming soon. Okay, someone said, how do we love people better?
Ooh.
Good question.
Both of us are very people.
Oh yeah.
And
we love to love people.
And we both like place high value on friendships. And,
yeah.
And I think it's always good going into New Year being like, how can I better that out? If it's something you love and gives you life, then obviously you always want to do that. I think friendships are, when it comes down to it, like really simple. Spending quality time with that person, like present, where you're present, you're listening to them, you're sharing, you're being vulnerable. I think to some extent it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Like literally just making time for people.
Yeah.
And sharing your lives.
Yeah. I think I've been quite impacted this year as well by meeting people who like do friendship in a very intentional way. Like in the sense of like having almost like being intentional about knowing who your people are.
Yeah.
And knowing who the people are that you want to like invest in and journey life with, and then doing that really well, as opposed to like having numerous friends and like you know like not doing it so well. Like, you know, I feel like I could be more intentional with some of my friendships in the sense of like really like you say, journeying life. And I think being present also is a huge one for me. Like I want to try and be more.
Yeah, I think that's massive though, isn't it? Like actually establishing in your, even, you know, you don't have to like make some sort of list of like my top 15 friends or my top 5 friends.
Although if you want to do that,
if you want to do it, I know for me, I think it's more just helpful for me to know in my head.
Yeah.
And not that that's an exclusive list that can't change and like people can't be added.
Yeah.
But I think just like knowing like no, that's a person that I actually really value them.
Yeah.
So, and have I been present? Have I been giving of my time or myself to them? No, okay, I need to change that then. Because I think it's so easy to just be like, oh, that person's my friend, but what have you actually done to like better that friendship or invest in that friendship? I think it can be, I think even as well when you live with people, like I've lived with, you know, we both have lived with a few different people over the years of like being at uni and having moved out, and I think so often you can get complacent in like, oh well, I live with them, so that's enough. Yeah. It's actually not, like...
It's actually not. Okay.
No, I'm talking to myself here though. It's it's not enough to just be like, they're my housemate.
Yeah.
And sometimes you live with people and you know actually, okay, we're not actually close friends, so living with them is just enough. But like, you still need to be intentional, you know?
I agree. I agree. Relationships and pressure around them. So I'm going to interpret from this that this person is being like, I feel pressure to be in a relationship.
Yeah, could be. Let's go down that route. We can only interpret.
I'm really sorry if that's not how you meant it. I think it is though. Yeah, probably.
I would assume so. It is weird because I think for us we're caught now in this transition of acknowledging that fact of we're really young, got so long. There's no way that we need to feel pressure to be in a relationship. But equally, there are people our age and younger,
like 20s basically. Where it's like
there's people our age and younger getting engaged and married.
Yeah.
So it is a bit like. Bizarre.
Yeah.
But I think ultimately, like, you just have to go back to the like, no, I don't need to be
22 years old.
If you maybe are feeling pressure, like we've had conversations before as well, where if you're around people that are in the same life stage as you, then it's a lot easier to feel like, I guess, content about. Yeah. So, you know, if I'm single and I'm around loads of people that are single, brilliant. I've got loads of friends who, you know, are free on a Saturday night. I can hang out with. We can make plans, and it's not like, you know, the and that's just a fact of it. It's not the competition of, oh, but I've got a boyfriend. Oh, I've got a husband, maybe. Yeah. And so I think I'm not saying like, oh, if you're not in a relationship, just cut out all of your friends that are in a relationship because they won't get you. But I think equally it is good to have a balance. If you are in a friendship group or surrounded by people that are all in relationships, married, whatever, then that is going to be really hard to feel. All you can do is try and grow. And for us as Christians, you know, like being like, God, you know, I'm just going to pray that and trust that you've got my life. You've got a person for me. You've got my life, and I'm just gonna trust that will come at the right time, and I'm just gonna have to wait and be patient.
Okay, someone has just put dating a non-Christian. So I guess this is for any Christians out there. I personally wouldn't, to be blunt. I think it's a really tricky one, isn't it? Because if, for example, you like met someone before you'd become a Christian and you started dating and you loved them,
or even before you like started like really taking your faith seriously,
and like you fell in love and you started dating them, and now it's this thing of like, oh, now like I'm finding this quite hard because they don't believe what I believe, and I want to center my life around it and they don't. Like, that is tricky.
Yeah.
And that's a whole different thing. But if right now you are single and you love Jesus and you want to live for him, I would strongly advise not dating someone who doesn't believe those things, because I just think you're going to save yourself a lot of heartache and a lot of stress.
The question to basically just ask yourself is like, is this person going to encourage me and spur me on and help me grow in my faith? Because for us, well, this is what we believe, that like God and Jesus and having a relationship with Jesus is the most important thing in our lives, and that will come above whoever we date, marry, or whatever. So like, if they're not going to encourage you in that, then how is the relationship going to work? I was going to say, when it comes down to, is this person encouraging me, spurring me on, and pushing me closer towards Jesus and in my faith, and by that I don't mean, oh, he's fine with me going to church on Sunday.
I mean like
he's there and
he's challenging me, like he's encouraging me, he like is teaching me things he's learned, like, do you know what I mean, like
stuff I didn't know.
We're praying together, we like are seeking God in everything that we're doing together, like
yeah, so
and that's pretty hard to do with someone who doesn't.
But like Rach said, it's super
hard.
tricky, because I think even like when we first went to uni, we were way less convicted about stuff like that, and we were just like, oh, it doesn't matter that much, I don't think so. Like, we weren't that, like, the opinion we have now is far from what we thought 4 years ago. I think all you can do, and if I was in this situation, all you can do is pray about it and just talk to God about it. We believe as Christians, our whole life is like surrendered to Jesus, and we want him to be involved in every aspect. So it's just another one of those aspects of, I'm going to surrender that to you, and whatever comes, I'm just, or whatever you kind of speak into it, and where you're asking me to kind of follow you in these things, I'm just going to have to trust.
Yeah, and I think like in many ways, like if you get married and who you decide to marry is probably the biggest like earthly decision you will make after following Jesus. So it's like, if you ask God like for his opinion, and you ask him to speak into like your current relationship or the situation that you're like thinking about, or like a guy that you like, I'm pretty sure he's going to speak.
Yeah. And so I think that's the main advice actually we can give, is just to, if you are a Christian, like chat to Jesus about it, and he will make it clear like what is a good decision to make.
Exactly.
Like, you shouldn't be watching our videos and being like, Soph and Rach said this, so I'll do that.
Yeah.
I think, you know, you need to go and have your own conversations.
But also like, and also seek like the opinion of people that you trust around you, people who like also love Jesus, like get their vibes, like, as in, like you say, obviously opinion is opinion, but also like it's good to like, what do they call it, counsel of the saints.
Yeah, like you've got to trusted people in your life that you're gonna that can like speak wisdom.
Final question. Like we say, guys, we had some other questions, but we're going to address them in other videos. What are some of your personal aims and goals for 2022?
2022. Goal.
Do you have a word for the year? One of my friends, Hannah Miller, has this great thing where she asks people what their word for the year is, and I was having a good old think about mine. I have been over the past like month thinking, oh, like what is my word? And like in some ways I actually quite like having like a word for like a season, like a word, like actual literal seasons, like, you know, like winter, summer, autumn, or like marking like the academic terms, you know what I mean? But I was thinking like word for the year, and I think my word for 2022 is freedom. Freedom, don't it feel good? Hey.
JB.
Because I love Justin Bieber. No, I think that just sums up pretty well where I'm at, and I'm just like, yeah, like when I think about the new year and 2022, I feel really excited, mainly because I just have no idea what's going to happen.
Yeah.
No idea, like, where I'm going to go, like, what I'm going to do. But, and I think, like, out of all my years so far, this has been, like, yeah, going into 2022 is, like, the most I've ever felt that, in the sense of, like, just the world's my oyster, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I thought freedom was pretty good. Like, I just feel very free.
Love that.
So, that's me. What about you?
I think that I've realised that I basically was splitting down my life into like a few different categories.
Okay.
And almost like kind of choosing a word for like some of the different categories. I was kind of splitting into like work, family, friends, myself, my faith.
Oh, go on.
So like, okay, example, one of the things I think I really want to go after in 2022 in the friendship category is like hospitality.
Oh, nice.
That was a word I put down.
Yes, because we were kind of getting into that towards the end of the year, having
like,
people around.
I really, really love doing it. Like, I love having people around. I love almost a bit of forced fun.
Yeah.
You know,
well, you just love organising things.
Organised fun, that's the word. Organising things, planning things. I really love doing it. So why not do more of it? And it's also going to be
I agree. I want to do that.
A beautiful thing to do with friends.
I'm going to write.
So another one, if you want another example, from the area of myself, one of my words is rediscovery.
Oh, come on!
Self-discovery, I think it is. I'm just relearning and I'm rediscovering some of the things that really give me life. So I feel like this is the year of me just kind of working through those things and finding out.
I've got some goals around Soph and Rach, where it's like
the Chan.
We just wanna like. We do feel like, guys, this is going to be the year of Soph and Rach. As in, like, we've got more time, got a bit of help. We've got one of our lovely friends. Yeah. Shout out to Katie, who has been helping us with some of our editing, which has been amazing. So that we've
doing some of the reels that you've seen.
Yeah, and with some of our videos, which has really helped us to upload more.
Yeah.
Like, we're just investing in the channel, guys. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this very chatty 2021 New Year's Eve get ready with us. Hope you are all having a beautiful night tonight.
Well, it will be past.
Well, yeah, okay, I hope you all had a beautiful
when you're watching
New Year's
this, it will be
Eve.
2022.
Yes.
Flip. So
Happy New Year, guys. Cheers.
Raise a glass.
Raise a glass.
And here's to everything.
Here's to health,
wealth,
freedom, hospitality, self-discovery.
And
Soph and
much
Rach.
more.